So I guess it's time to piss off everybody in this video. There is more than enough butthurt to go around, right? And I'm not trying to piss off everybody, but there are times when you look at both sides in certain situations, in certain scenarios, and they're making ridiculous statements and claims, and they're going at each other, and you just have to point out that, look guys, both of y'all are way off, both of y'all are wrong, and that's what's certainly happened here with Brett Kavanaugh and the left and the right. Both sides were wrong when it came to Brett Kavanaugh. This is why I, and a lot of other people out there, I think, looked at the trial of Brett Kavanaugh, the hearings before the Senate, as an opportunity to get rid of him and get somebody in who would be more constitutional. I would have loved if Trump had just slid a Mike Lee in there and said, fine, y'all don't want Brett Kavanaugh, he's gone, Mike Lee's in, let's go. And they couldn't have really said anything about Mike Lee because he's a senator, he's like everybody's friend in the Senate, but he's also a hardline constitutionalist. Of course, what the left was saying was Brett Kavanaugh raped 5 million women all the time, and he beat them, and then raped them, and then he probably killed some prostitutes, and then raped them as well, and he's a horrible man, and most importantly, he'll do away with women's reproductive rights in this country, he'll defund Planned Parenthood, he'll ban abortion, and all that kind of stuff, right? And of course, the right was saying, yeah, he's going to do all that, because the right wants all those things, and the right was like, and now, even if he was kind of middle of the road before and a moderate before, now he'll surely be hardcore right-wing because of what the left put him through. He'll want to get revenge on them, and he'll be a hardline conservative constitutionalist. And in the end, y'all are both wrong. Everybody was wrong. Both sides were wrong. And there were people that saw this coming, unfortunately, and we've got to talk about these things because just a couple days ago, Brett Kavanaugh, now that he is on the Supreme Court, he actually voted with the left, okay, with the Sotomayor, what is her name, Sonia Sotomayor, whatever, and the RBG and all them. He voted with them not to hear a case that a lower court already ruled on, going up against states that were trying to ban funding for Planned Parenthood. In other words, there were states that tried to ban funding for Planned Parenthood, and Planned Parenthood took those states to court. It went up a few rungs on the ladder till it hit some circuit court, where the next step up would have been the Supreme Court, and that circuit court ruled that, yeah, you can't do that. You can't ban funding for Planned Parenthood. That's a federal thing. You can't do it. Sorry. And of course, these states wanted to take it up to the next level, to the Supreme Court, to say, hey, we need to be able to not give funding. We don't need to be forced to give our funds to Planned Parenthood in our states. We don't want to pay for abortions. And Brett Kavanaugh decided, nah, I don't want to hear that case. Nah, I'm not about that. Let me, just, yeah, okay, or RBG, yeah, whatever she said, I'll go with her. Thus proving two things. One, the right was wrong. He was not going to be some hardline constitutionalist that was going to hate the left because of all the stuff they put him through, and the left was absolutely wrong. He is not, and never was, as many of us tried to explain, the guy that was going to come in and ban abortions or get rid of Roe v. Wade or defund Planned Parenthood. He has never done anything in his career as a judge to make anybody think he would have done those things. So freaking out about it and calling him a murderous rapist was absolutely stupid. There you go. Maybe I've pissed everybody off, I don't know, but these are the types of things that we need to have conversations about, because letting political parties turn us against each other, letting politicians, in this case senators, turn us into seething monsters that hate the other side. Did you see the crowds of people screaming at the doors to the Supreme Court, rapist, oh God, and crying for their reproductive rights? You let politicians do this to you for no reason, and now you're left looking like a fool.